So what's the first one? Let's do this out the long way. FeSO4 is what? We know it's obviously what? Without anything else, we know that Fe is what? Iron, that's good. Iron, and SO4 is? Sulfate, good. That's half the battle. But that would still be completely, absolutely, positively, 100% wrong. Understood? Yeah? So how do I get the Roman numeral? See, it's not groups 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I need that Roman numeral. So how do I get the Roman numeral? Well, let's just use charges and logic and work backwards, okay? All right. What's the charge of each sulfate? What's the charge of sulfate? Anybody? -2, right. How many sulfates are there? Nabil, stop yawning. It looks like flies are going to come out of your mouth. Really gross, okay? Yeah. So, how many sulfates are there? There's only one sulfate, right? Isn't there only one sulfate? You can't count? How many sulfates are there? You're staring at me like, what? You're circling the drain? You're dying? What? There's one sulfate. So what's the total negative charge? What's the total negative charge? 1 times -2 is? -4? Really? -2. Now, these have to be neutral. These are neutral. A compound is neutral charge. So what is the charge of the positive component? The entire positive component is what? 4? Wait a second. I only have one -2. The total negative charge is -2. So the positive component must be equal and opposite, right? For it to be neutral, right? So what's the charge of the positive component? What is it? +2. It's got to be +2. Because the compound has to be neutral. Electronically neutral. They're always neutral. They're always neutral. How many iron are there? 1. So what would the charge of each iron be? 2. The Roman numeral is the charge of the positive component. So that's how you get iron 2 sulfate. The 2 is the charge of the iron. Yes or no? You get it? Okay? All right. All right, now. Next one. Ba. Barium is from group 2, so you know that it's a +2. Chlorate is -1, correct? Yes? So we don't have to worry about any charges or anything like that. There's 2. Why do you use parentheses? Parentheses are used, write this down if you have to. Parentheses are used to indicate the presence of 2 or more polyatomic ions only. That's why you use parentheses. You only use parentheses when you have to indicate the presence of 2 or more polyatomic ions. There's 2 of them here. There's 2 here. This is wrong.
The spelling of parentheses.
What is it?
The spelling of parentheses.
I can't hear you.
The spelling of parentheses.
Parentheses. Sound it out. Look it up. I'm not going to spell that for you. Apart from the fact that I might not get it right myself. But anyway, you have internet. Yeah. All right, so what's Ba? Barium. And what's ClO3? Chlorine. Yes? Ni3PO4. What is it? Nickel phosphate. Good. The only problem is I would accept that as a completely wrong answer. Oh no, oh Mina. Why? Nickel is not in group 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, or 17. Therefore, you need the Roman numerals. So let's do this a little bit more quickly because I want to get through this. Phosphate is -3. Correct? Yes? So the total negative charge is -3. There's only one phosphate. Do you get that? Therefore, what's the total positive charge? Plus, listen to my question. Okay? Don't ask yourself a question and answer it at the exact same time I'm expecting an answer from my question. What's the total negative charge? -3, correct? Phosphate is -3. There's only one phosphate, so the total negative charge is -3, correct? What's the total positive charge? +3, correct? How many nickels are contributing to that +3 charge? What's that? There's a 1 there? There's only 1? There's 3 nickels, right? Yes or no? Please, help me out. You're killing me. So if there's 3 nickels contributing to that +3 charge, what's the charge on each nickel? 1. Nickel 1 phosphate. What's this? Just call it out. Aluminum carbonate. Aluminum is group 13, so you don't need the Roman numeral. Aluminum carbonate. Aluminum carbonate. Aluminum carbonate. How about this one? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? What's it? What did you say? Sodium sulfide. Is that what you said? Yeah, you're right. Sodium sulfide. Sodium is a group 1. All right, what's this? Can I erase this? Can I erase this?
When to use Roman numerals?
You use Roman numerals when the metal, the positive component, is not in groups 1, 2, or 13. Or 14, 15, 16, 17, but you're not going to find any metals over there. Well, maybe in 4, maybe in 14, but down at the bottom. All right, so this one, shall I just write the answers? Now, let's do it out. Let's do at least the first one out. What's the charge of the iron? What's the charge of the iron? +2. What's the charge of the nitrate? -1. So, what do I do? FeNO3. That you need parentheses, yes? Okay. What about the next one? Calcium carbonate +1, -2, so CaCO3. And strontium chlorate.
So you skip 7.
I skipped? All right, I'll go back. Strontium chlorate. Strontium is +2. Okay? What did we forget? Chromium 2 sulfate. Potassium nitrate. Yes? What is it? KNO3. Okay? Now, let's put a little map on the, let's put a little map here. All right. Now your we have a different schedule. All right. So let's put a little map. Let's put a little calendar here. Okay. I wanted to have 2 tests between now and the end of the. So what's today's date? Today's date is what?
3rd December.
The 3rd? Okay, 3rd of December. All right, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Yes. And then, excuse me, thank you. Appreciate it. And then 8, 9, and 10, 17, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then, so let's say your test is going to be here. This is chapter 2, and this is going to be chapter 3. I'm going to give you 2 tests between now and the end. Understood? So, I pretty much finished it, but what we'll do is we will start at 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 sharp, and we'll go through the material, yes? And you'll have tests on Sunday, the next 2 Sundays. Understood? So you have a week to get ready for this one and a week to get ready for the next one. That should be easy. What is it?
18,
7, what am I doing? Sorry. What was I thinking? I don't know. Okay? Get it? I should have 3 tests, but I'll only have 2. Okay? Alright.
So where did 15, 16 go?
What is it?
15, 16, 18. Oh, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, that's Friday, Saturday. Okay?